all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the top there with Jordan. Then it's Cartwright. Then it's Pippen. And it's Grant in at the 4 slot. Now here's Pippen, followed by Jordan. The shot will not go. Nice D from Frazier. Outside Curry. From the wing. Good.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that.
I'll tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
Armstrong kicks to Jordan. Pippen against Bryant, 13 feet away. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Frazier. Cartwright using his tremendous length to grab the ball. Offside Pippen. Back to Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And just over a minute played here at the start of the game. Outside Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The fadeaway jumper nailed by Michael Jordan.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grip.
Now Frazier. Outside Jordan. Little over minute 30 into this first quarter. Jordan dishes to Armstrong. Outside Pippen. To the middle. Armstrong gets the bucket. Armstrong's got his first 2 points.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Frazier with it. Outside Curry. Left side Jordan. 6 to shoot. And again, Chicago. No good. Great offensive performance there for now.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding positions. He wasn't set.
Now here's Frazier. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Armstrong passes to Pippen. A floater. Bryant with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Outside Pippen. Screen by Grant. To the inside. Cartwright. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot more offense from the interior today. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Passes it to Cutler. A baseline J. Can't hit. And it should go the other way. Right side Curry. Outside Jordan.
Peter, the mom told me to tell you hi.
The feed to Frazier.
Right now, but she said hi.
That misses. That would have put him on.
Well
She
defended
didn't
that
know if
time.
you've been emailing her or not because she hasn't been to her emails or anything, but
Got to be in his
said hi.
face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Armstrong with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
So we need a round trip from here to Minneapolis. Who did he go to?
Make a lot more of those misses when he's got that much room.
And I keep getting those on.
Right side Kobe. And stolen
Never heard
by
of
Jordan.
it. That's what we're doing.
It keeps coming through on my email. Frontier, Airlines, blah, 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 blah.
That one
So
falls his
350
second best
for
of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Hate to say it, Mom. You're going to give us
Bulls
200.
trail by 3.
And, yeah. I'm so excited.
Break. Here comes
Oh, we're
Chicago.
videotaping it. Come on, Daryl.
Wishes to Jordan. And it's good. Jordan's got 6 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle steps here for the Bulls?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing speed.
So another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Going with the new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Grant. McCray's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
McCray passes to Jordan. There's a minute 40 left here in the first quarter. Pocket 6. Here's the teardrop. Rejected by Harris. Moving it up. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Harris.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Iverson against Paxson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Purdue with the screen on Bird. Here's Paxson. Shot misses. Iverson with some nice D. Chicago trailing here. Feeds it to Harris. And the Bulls check on 2 more.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last 2 trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here's Jordan. He has 6. Here's McCray. Here's Purdue. That's good by the big man out of Vanderbilt. Will Purdue.
Ryan Hines throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Jordan, the pass to Paxson. Back to Jordan. Fadeaway, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Bulls out front, up by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Why are you videotaping? Listen, look at this. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, man.
So far, it's been a closely contested game. As we get the second quarter up and going. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Bird out there with Kobe. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Frazier. And it's Davis at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pippen. Grant gets to Pippen. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Frazier. They'll get another chance. Jordan dishes to Bird. And to get open is Davis. And another shot. He lays it in. Davis has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here is Paxson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bird.
I don't know if this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Come on, Clark, you had to go for it, didn't he?
Hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault it. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
The shot's good from Paxson.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Jordan. Outside for Kobe. Lets it go with the three. Good! Bryant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about that good look by Jordan on that one?
And the first time out of it.
Can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor nicely up top. Spacing. Spacing.
Too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
For Chicago, Cousins comes in for Anthony Davis. And Steph Curry subbed in for Bird. Chicago also making some changes. Cartwright comes in for Williams. And Neely subbed in for Paxson. Now, here's Grant. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pippen with it, picked up by Bryant. Just 4 to shoot. From the high post. Pippen, go up.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
On 7, foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
Been at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That one falls, so it's both of them.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
And it will go. The Bulls lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Cartwright.
The guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now Pippen, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Screen by Grant. It's Pippen with the drive. Boy, for a guy 6'8" to move like that, Pippen, so impressive.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Frazier, and it's blocked. Now here's Pippen. Screen by Grant, the pass to Neely. This one for 3, and he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Chicago calls timeout.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. Getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new team. Durant's checked in for Frazier. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Bryant. Harris is checked in for Jordan. And Iverson's subbed in for Curry. And the Bulls making a change also. Jordan's checked in.
Rare you'll see him.
Clark, this offense has really been cooking.
No doubt about it. Giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know guys that play right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Pippen, the pass to Curry. Another shot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the fans clearly don't like that call.
Gave them an absolute earful.
Purdue is checked in for the Bulls. McCray has come in for Neely. Iverson kicks to Leonard. And they get it. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Captain.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Armstrong against Iverson. Armstrong pushes to Jordan. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now here is Harris. It's Durant on the wing. So he gets the whistle. Tapped on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? you allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than layups, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Pippen, the pass to Armstrong. Outside Jordan. Pass to McCray. Back to Pippen, 18 feet out. Good on the jump shot. Pippen's got 6. But this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? They just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now here's Cousins. And there's the whistle. Foul hard, and the shot will go to the line. Bulls have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. No good on the free throw. So for the Bulls. Olajuwon's checked in for Durant. Bird comes in for Leonard. And Pippen subbed in for Harris. And the Bulls making a change also. Paxson's checked in. And he sinks the second. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Pippen kicks to Jordan. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, pushing two. It's going to be a Hakeem Olajuwon. Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Bulls making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Williams is checked in for Scottie Pippen. Chicago trailing here. Iverson gets the Pippen. And stolen by Jordan. Here's McCray. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Davis. So it's Chicago now. Bird with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Offside Pippen. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by McCray.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Olajuwon with the block. And here's the fast break. Davis.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I'll tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that. I'll tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change.
Yeah, easy call.
You can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Williams drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Jordan up top. Bird covered. Pulls up on the elbow. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 10 points in the game. And here's Bird for 3. There's the bucket. Good. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, lead changes. That speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break at halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Jordan with a good game. 10 points and 2 steals as well.
Chicago trailing here. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Pippen. Michael Jordan is out there with P.J. Armstrong. Then it's Cartwright, and it's Grant, and it's the fourth spot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle will. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. second free throw, good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Curry kicks to Elijah. Got a hand on it. Outside Jordan. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now, here's Grant. Looking for his first basket still in this one. That's a floater go. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Chicago leading. Left side Curry. Stolen by Pittman. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Pippin's got 8 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Look over there, Greg. He's enjoying every second of it.
Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's with a nail. And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up.
And Gio, in a close game like this, where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Here's Pippen. He's got 8. 90 seconds now into the second half. Cartwright. No luck. Good D by Elijah.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Armstrong with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Jordan the pass to Carter. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar so clear. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. Sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free one. Don't you think Clark could hoop for him there?
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Now here's Kobe. That's tipped. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Cartwright. And out of bounds is Chicago getting the possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And here are the Bulls now. It's a 1-point game. Curry dishes to Elijah. Outside Jordan. Back to Elijah. And the boys hammer home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, guys.
Now here's Pippen. 8 points for him. Grant outside. Like it's 6. Hit by Cartwright. The drive by Jordan. Excellent use of the screen that time. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Right side, Kobe. The dish to Elijah. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Jordan against Jordan. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Chicago. Bird comes in for Kobe. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Chicago calls timeout. Comes in for Michael Jordan. And Iverson's subbed in for Steph Curry. And the Bulls making a change also. Paxson is checked in for B.J. Armstrong. Here's Jordan, rejected by Harris. Iverson gets to Harris.
It's clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
For Chicago, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And he makes the first.
They've been on fire from the free throw line, and that efficiency has really propelled them forward.
And Harris drops them both. Bulls trail by 4. Grant outside. Williams a screen on Bird. It's stolen by Davis. In transition, here come the Bulls. Durant's got the ball. And the dunk by Iverson.
That's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Now here's Williams. Here's Grant. And you can count him. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. This sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The Bulls leading by 4. Dishes to Bird. On the wing, Iverson takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, Jay, it adds now to the lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Jordan can't get it to go.
And you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Bulls have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. Pretty well.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half is nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity strike. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Who comes in for Grant and McRae subbed in for Bittman. Here's McRae. Passes it to Purdue. He kicks to Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jordan and Durant sends it back. And they're able to recover. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Olajuwon's checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for Harris. Outside Pippen. Davis with a screen on Jordan. Hook shot. Davis, the pass for Olajuwon. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. The Bulls have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice one so far for them. No good on that one.
It's been a nice game for Hakeem Olajuwon. He's got 10 points and a block. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring.
He's been setting it
to the paint. And the basket by Purdue.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
The Bulls leading by 7. Iverson dishes to Bird. And the the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great grip on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Here's McCray. And a wide open look for Jordan. Another three for Chicago.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Elijah on the side. He's guarded by Purdue. And it's Elijah on missing. Jordan at the elbow. Great D that time from Davis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls out front, up by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Chicago leading by 4. They've got Michael Jordan. Elijah is out there with Frazier. And there's Bryant, and it's Curry at the one spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The drive by Jordan. Chicago grabs a miss. Frazier's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 4. Armstrong kicks to Grant. To the middle, here's Jordan, and he pumps in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Curry passes to Frazier. Curry dishes to Kobe. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he looked like he was out of his element at all right there.
Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. Here is Armstrong. He feeds it to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Jordan's got 9 points now in just the second half. Chicago with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jordan against Jordan. Outside Jordan, tries from the block, tries to keep it alive, can't get the chip in. Chicago trailing here. Here's Armstrong. It's all evened up.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. And we can see right there why he does.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the first one comes. And so Jordan nails both of them. And here's Armstrong. Chicago calls timeout.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to improve things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
From the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them 3 points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Chicago leading. Stolen by Pippen. He lobs it up, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Now here's Jordan. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on, he's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Now Armstrong. Picked by Cartwright. Just 5 to shoot. Armstrong with it. Picked up by Bryant. To take the lead. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant, stolen by Grant. Here's Jordan. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Jordan high post. He's against Cartwright. Outside Jordan. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 3. Jordan kicks to Grant. Here's Pippen. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't know.
Solid on the one-hand play out there.
You know, when it's a top ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Jordan. Cartwright the pass to Grant. Jordan gets the Pippen. Good ball moved here by the Bulls. And that's Hakeem with the steal. They're running. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Frazier. And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant. Kobe's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Armstrong dishes to Grant. Kicks to Jordan. And against Pippen. The feed now to Grant. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime for this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Time ball here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 1:51 left in the fourth. Anthony Davis is struck in for Elijah. Harris comes in for Jordan. And Curry subbed in for Durant. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. On the left, Harris guarded by Jordan. The try by Bryant. Curry with the rebound with him up. Here's the long-range jumper. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the play.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're
Can't guard it. Spread the floor nicely on top. Spacing. Spacing.
Might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Here's Jordan. It goes straight through with the switch. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to win this game.
Curry with him. Strong touch off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly that way.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're losing by 2. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. stolen by Frazier. Outside Jordan. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint, it's tipped. Outside Jordan. Nails it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
Outside Bryant. Back to Frazier. Out to Harris. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Outside Bryant. From the baseline. Here's Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. No contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 69. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jordan. Screen by Grant. Jordan, the pass to Armstrong. Can't get the three to fall. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. What great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here. And we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Cartwright. Armstrong is out there with Jordan. Then there's Grant, and it's Pippen in at the three. Now here's Jordan. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. Chicago trailing here. Curry gives to Elijah. That's good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Elijah's gone 75% from the field. 6 baskets and 8 attempts. Good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Jordan with a delightful delivery on that one.
Jordan kicks to Frazier. Elijah on the side. Working on Grant. And it's Elijah on this one. Armstrong with him. He's picked up by Jordan. And the pass to Cartwright. He dishes it to Armstrong. Cartwright with a screen on Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Cartwright the pass to Pippen. Off the left rebound.
He rushed that, no doubt about it. With the out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Jordan. Inside. Cartwright. And foul hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2. inside. And there's Stephen Curry, and the assist by Jordan. And that's now 9 points for Steph Curry.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. 11 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Ryan is checked in for Chicago. Cartwright the pass to Armstrong. It's Pippen on the wing. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. And Cody Bryant gets the whistle that time. Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Here's Frazier. Yes! That shot brings him within just 1.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on in that possession. Apparently, not the bigger defender.
Pass to Pippen. Grant against Frazier. Nick by Cartwright. Here's Armstrong. In transition, here come the Bulls. For 3, Kobe. Jordan with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Don't foul. Why are you fouling?
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 23 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. What do you think, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchoring in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. It's clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 7 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or give the quick 2 and win a 5.
And, you know, if it opens up to them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul